Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special video. Today is going to be another Warhammer 40k mod update video for Arma 3, but this one is a little bit extra special. You see, with me doing a lot of the Warhammer 40k mod on other series like Clash of the Worlds, the very nice people from the team that is responsible for this mod contacted me and asked if I would be interested in getting a early release, a non-public release, to preview some of the features that will be added in soon. And I was allowed to actually make videos about this to showcase what is coming your way. And I said, of course. And they're super nice dudes, super chill. So definitely also support their creations by downloading the mod, which is in the description down below. Now, that is not this version. That will be the public version. This version that you see here is not available. And but is a good indication of things that you can expect. So I will do multiple videos on this topic. I of course also I have permission to use this also in other series. So you will of course see, for example, these Orks or the particular Space Marines there make their appearance in a series like Clash of the Worlds. I am currently also in the process, or I finished a mini campaign for Warhammer 40k that will be on the channel very soon. Now that is made with the public version, and I was already done before I got this sort of like alpha build. So I probably will not add anything new in there, but I will definitely also make a mini campaign with some of the new assets, so please look forward to that. So before we do just sort of like a practice battle to showcase some of the new weapons and units, let's just actually take a look at what is new. In this video, I want to mainly focus on the Orks and some of the new weapons for the Space Marines, and I am very glad that the Orks actually got some love. Having the Orks added in Arma 3 is very cool because they just look so different and so unique, and to have that in a realistic military sim like Arma 3 is actually really cool. But then again, the Orks didn't have a whole lot of variety in its current state in the public build, and so I was very glad to see that they got some love and attention and they added a lot more. First things first, of course, besides the weapons, which we'll take a look at, you can actually see that they have now different factions, including of course the Bad Moons, the Evil Suns, etc. And mostly here I'm focusing on the Bad Moons, but I have these small groups of the other factions there as well. All of them have the same type of units, and the cool thing here is that they have a lot more varied armor, including of course the raggedy ass helmets, the shoulder pads, and the biggest thing of course is that they've added a whole bunch of new awesome weapons. They're very cool, they're very devastating. Something like an Ork Luda is absolutely able to kill a Space Marine in the mod in mere seconds, but all of the weapons are very inaccurate, meaning you will really have to rush in. You cannot snipe, which is of course, sniping is not something that Orks do, so in that sense it actually fits the lore really well. Then we go here to the Space Marines. So first things first, the speeder is of course the thing that stands out. Really cool to see some more vehicles being added here, and they are also for all the other Space Marine factions that are in the mod currently, including also the Chaos side. But what I'm very much excited about are these heavy weapons that they got added. Before this, we of course, the only heavy weapons we got was the heavy bolter. Now these units don't actually come as prepared units. You can actually see that it's still categorized as a devastator with a heavy bolter, but if you go into the arsenal, you can change the weapons loadout there. One thing that is also very cool about this, because I'm so into Warhammer again as of late, I've been listening to the audiobook of the Horus Heresy, Horus Rising on Audible, very cool. And I've also been playing or replaying Space Marine. I've been replaying Deathwing, Space Hulk Deathwing, and a lot of the weapons that get used there I now recognize here as well. For example, you have the Plasma Cannon, a very devastating weapon, incredibly deadly. We have a rocket launcher. We have my personal favorite, the Storm Bolter, of course also used by Terminators. And we of course have a las cannon. The other thing that gets a lot of attention in the mod are the Mechanicus with the Skitari, and I will definitely do a video on that probably next week to showcase them off and have a sort of like showcase battle with that. Now without further ado, again, this intro is already long enough. Let's do a battle. We'll do 2 battles, one side on the Orks, the other side on the Space Marines. Just a heads up, these Orks will probably be absolutely devastated by the Space Marines. We have a lot more Orks than Space Marines, but their weapons are just incredibly deadly. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, and here we are, people. The Orks heading into battle against the Space Marines with the heavy weapons. Chances are likely that we will be taken out before we even know where the shot came from. Might also get a little bit laggy in the beginning with all of the units fighting in close range. There we can see the blue Smurfs. Oh! Good visual of the hit of a plasma cannon. Oh, there you go. I believe we were killed by the Stormbolter. Let's be a Luta. Lutas are my favorite addition. Mostly because they are so unique looking. They always stand out. Oh, and I'm dead. I'm already dead. Luckily, we have a lot more Lutas. The screen is shaking the entire time. Look at these particle effects. Already need to heal again. There you go. There you saw, though, I only put a few shots in that Space Marine and he's already dead. Aiming with this is also very funny. It's very inaccurate. There you go. See? Lutas definitely have the ability to take out Space Marines. Another one taken down. Another one taken down. And it just really adds some much required variety and more depth to the Orks. What's cool too is you can actually see that the enemy AI is very capable of using the heavy weapons, the new heavy weapons. Again, the guys are super chill, super nice. They also said that they might invite me to some of their multiplayer events, so I might actually upload those as well to the channel. I probably won't be joining like each week though. They play at a time that is a little inconvenient for me. They play when it's 1 a.m. here. Now 1 a.m. Let's be a burner boy. 1 a.m. is not that big of an issue, but they usually play for like 3 hours. That means that I have to play for until 4 a.m., which is fine for like 1 or 2 weeks, but every week I probably cannot do. But you can definitely expect some of those operations then on the channel as well, which is cool. Very chill team too. I also said I asked them like if they have like a donation page or like a Patreon or something, you know, for where people can show their appreciation. And they said they don't accept donations. They just want to, you know, have this for the community. And it's funny too. I spoke to another modder not too long ago that was involved with the Skyblivion mod, a totally different game and modding scene. But he too said no, they don't accept donations. They just want to offer it for free to the community. Very fun, because it is actually legal, he said, to have something like a Patreon. Like they cannot sell the mod for money, but they can set up something like a Patreon or donation page. There you go. Oh, that didn't actually kill him. Now it is. Who wants fried Space Marine? This is the only thing, so I'm actually now playing as a burner boy, which is very cool to have the flamethrower. But you could definitely see that the AI was not actually able to utilize it. Or at least I don't believe I've seen any of them use the flamethrower. Which is interesting, because if you play with a Lehman Russ from the same mod, the Lehman Russ is actually able to use the flamethrower. So I don't know if it is a thing where vehicles can use it, but units or infantry cannot. Ooh. Who have we not played yet? Actually, well, we already Burner Boy, so this would be Knob. Ah, no ammo. Oh, that is an issue. Alright, well, I think we pretty much figured what this is. I actually think that the Orks did pretty well. We got pretty much slaughtered, but so did the Space Marines. So let's actually now switch it up. Let's play as the Space Marines, and let's, you know, take a look at those plasma cannons and those storm bolters, shall we? Alright, so here we are, guys, now on the opposite side. Forgive me for starting with the storm bolter. Maybe some of you find that the least interesting because it is, of course, closer to a bolter. But again, I just have a lot of love for this weapon. They look so cool. Seeing Terminators with them always makes my blood boil. But we'll definitely also switch to characters with the devastating plasma cannon and, of course, the last cannon. Oh. Shooting into my own brother, not the best thing to do. Oh! Well, there you can actually definitely see that the Ork AI is definitely also able to... Oh, that's stupid now. I actually cannot see what weapon they have. Alright, we have one with a plasma cannon. Many of the weapons also have different skins, of course. What I have not tested this on yet, and again, we can do this in a future video, is how devastating these weapons are against something like a vehicle. I can tell you, for example, this. If the Space Marines in the mod are fighting a Dreadnought, all of the weapons in the public version cannot hurt him except the regular plasma weapon. A storm bolter probably also cannot do it, but a last cannon or this plasma cannon might. You can definitely see that the splash is a bit more... Oh, we actually have some fire there, so Burner Boy might have actually used its capabilities. The splash particles that get shown are definitely more scary looking than how bad it actually is. Looks like our battle brothers are moving forward. Love it though. You can definitely see that the weapons are huge. They take up half the screen. But again, that's what Warhammer is. Even if you play something like Deathwing, that's what you get. Oh, look at that, an orc that flees. He's not a real orc. Kinda wish to switch to a last cannon one. Oh, there we go. My wish is heard. That's the stupid thing. I cannot really see which one it is. Look at that. Gambled correctly. Alright. There's also, of course, still the rocket trooper but I think we can all imagine what that's like. Now most of the orcs have been killed. Oh, God, I love it. Oh. Long cooldown. But of course that's logical, otherwise it's way too powerful. And the Burner Boy, again, the AI does not seem that capable, but if you do this in a multiplayer one, where you're playing against human enemies, they will be absolutely devastating for both your team and your frames, I can tell you that much. Oh, there you go. What I'm mostly glad about, and it's going to sound a little strange, is that the... oh, look at that missile launcher. I got all 4 of them. How big is the chance? But it's that the orcs are now a little bit more on the same level with something like a Space Marine. Again, I put all Devastators against them. And in a regular battle, this will of course not be the case. There will maybe be a few Devastators along with the regular Space Marines. And the regular Space Marines will obviously get their butt kicked by some of these orc weapons. Cool thing too is if you actually look at the shots, you see properly that 2 shots get fired like it's supposed to. And as I said, I have currently a narrative campaign finished. I have not filmed it yet. I will film that with my friends, then upload it to the channel. That's also one of the reasons why, again, this is not a public version. Maybe when the time comes, I can... this version will be public, or I can ask permission if it is okay to just do it with those friends for the sake of video. Anyway, this one does not have any ammo, so I will leave it at that. The battle pretty much is also over. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on what you thought of this update. I know that the creators will also probably watch this video, so you can definitely leave some feedback or some you know, compliments, or, you know, showing some appreciation for their efforts. And don't worry that you cannot play this yet. This is an early build and will hopefully come to the public version very soon. Again, please support the team by downloading the public build in the description down below. The Warhammer mod has really, over the years, have been developed into one of the must-play mods for Arma 3. Together with things like Operation Trebuchet, the Vietnam mod. It's some of the best stuff out there. It's some of the most complete stuff out there. You know, I've seen recently they've done some medieval stuff or some ancient Rome stuff, and it's cool and all, but it's still in a very early stage to where you cannot do a whole lot of different things. And again, with the mini campaign, I was like able to do, I don't know, 15 or so different episodes that were drastically different. So, you know, just a whole lot to this mod at this moment. And yeah, I find it pretty incredible to see this in such a realistic quote-unquote game like Arma 3. Anyway, guys, that was this update video. More update videos will come next. Probably again next time we will focus more on the Skitarii. And I definitely also want to put the heavy weapons of the Space Marine to the test against things like vehicles in the Warhammer mod to see where they stand. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.